In the Know, a radio program talking to the newsmakers in Ogle, Lee, DeKalb counties and beyond, keeping you in the know. Here's your host, Charles Van Horn.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. With us in studio, Heather Tinsman, coordinator for Toys for Tots for Ogle County. Good morning.
Good morning.
Glad to have you here. October 1st, just a couple days ago, and that's the kickoff for Toys for Tots. Can you believe it? On that calendar, that day just sneaks up on you, and you're like, my goodness, it's Toys for Tots time again.
Every year it happens, and we're shocked every year, and especially with it so warm out, we're not.
It's tough to think Christmas, isn't it?
It is a challenge. It is a challenge.
Toys for Tots is something that is an entity that's been around for ages, getting toys into the hands of families and children in need around the holidays so everybody can have a great Christmas. The Marine Corps Reserve obviously spearheads this, and Heather, you're handling, coordinating for Ogle County. How long have you been working in and around Ogle County with Toys for Tots?
I've been doing the coordinator for, this will be my 5th season.
Yeah.
And before that, I volunteered for about 3 or 4 years. It's
got to be nice to be this far along in the process. Now, a lot of things are sort of on cruise control, right?
Yeah.
Even though we joked about October just being here before you know it, it's got to be easier every year to sort of reach out to the contacts you need to make Christmas special.
It really is. And in fact, before I get a chance to reach out to some people are reaching out to me, hey, it's about that time.
Yeah.
Should I be getting ready? And so it's really great to still to build those relationships with the community.
Toys for Tots, if you're not familiar with the program, it is what it is, literally acquiring toys and giving to children in need. Let's talk just a little bit about the need in Ogle County. Just off the top of your head, do you remember last year about how many toys you guys distributed?
I don't remember the number of toys. It was 955 children that we served, and each child gets four toys and a new book.
And we've talked in the past about how donations for any of these toy programs, everybody loves to give toys for the 3-month-old to the 8-year-old. Like, that's the prime window to give toys. But somehow you reach that 12 to 15-year-old mark and it's forget about you. And that's you're cynical because maybe you're just like, well, what do I get a 14-year-old? And trust me, as someone who has a 14-year-old at home, I don't know what to get a 14-year-old. And Toys for Tots doesn't expect you to know either.
We do definitely. That is definitely our challenge area, is about the 7 and to 18.
Yeah.
And things we like to do are board games, art and crafts.
Yeah.
Kids are still into Squishmallows and books and sporting equipment like basketballs, skateboards.
Yeah, because, it's one thing when you have a family. A family isn't just a household with a 4-year-old. Mm-hmm. There's children of all ages, and you're helping that family have a great Christmas. And boy, it can get awkward for that 15-year-old when the baby gets 5 things and that older child just gets a book, and that's got to be rough. And you guys try to work with the situation to make that better. As you talk about 900, you said
955.
Wow, and that's just Ogle County.
That is just Ogle County.
And that's a tremendous impact you guys do every year. Now you're just getting the ball rolling in October to help meet that need. First off, if you're a family and you're thinking that this year is going to be tight and there's some concerns, how does somebody sort of get a hold of you guys and say, boy, maybe this Christmas we could use a little help?
It is so easy. All you need to do is, the application is live as of October 1st, and that can be found at ogle-il.toysfortots.org, or go to Ogle County Toys for Tots Facebook and follow the link. or they can always reach out to me personally if they're having problems doing that or ask any questions they may have regarding it. Very easy.
Toys for Tots obviously takes new unwrapped toys. Mm-hmm. I have to ask, how many times have you had to look in that donation bin and just shake your head and be like, I don't know what's in here?
More than you can imagine.
So if there's one thing, Heather, we can take away from this, no matter what, going into this will be the year that Ogle County steps up and we only drop off new unwrapped toys. And if you don't know what a new or an unwrapped toy is, a cash donation is preferred.
Absolutely.
Because let's talk about the cash donations, because you guys obviously have your staples that you're going to go out and get for all the kids. But the cash really sort of helps out in that last panicked moments. When are you guys done gathering together all the presents?
Well, we like to aim for that first week in December to be done collecting, with a couple of exceptions of places doing workplace campaigns.
Yeah.
Because we distribute toys December 14th. So we have to have time to collect everything from throughout the county and then package for each of the families.
And that's where the cash donation comes in, because you can go through your list and you may have one household taken care of with all the sort of fun items, but you may have another household you're really struggling with. And that's when you guys just take the cash and you go and you just make things happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There are definitely panic trips to the store where we'll be bagging for families and, okay, 2 of us are going to stay here and 2 of us are going to run get these things because we can't fulfill the family's family's needs.
Yeah. And that is part of the mission. How many people volunteer for Toys for Tots, especially in that panicked 2-week window in December?
Would you believe me if I said that there are 4 of us?
Just 4 for 900 and some families in Ogle County. You could always use more, couldn't you?
We could. It's really tricky because we work in a small space, so there's not a lot of, room for a lot of people. And, I will say we are a small group, but man, we are mighty and we get a lot done. And
that is just great to hear that you have a dedicated crew that can help out and get things done. But since we are starting off here in October, it is time to get the toys rounded up for sure. And not only is it collecting toys, which we do have a box here at the radio station, if you want to come in during business hours, new unwrapped toys into the box, obviously. We'll also accept cash donations as well here and keep track of those for you guys. There's other locations as well people can drop off toys.
Absolutely. I have been working on reaching out to our places, and we have many places that have agreed to be a collection site. Those will start showing up probably closer to Halloween because everyone's still
I'm thinking Christmas.
Summer. Well, of course, you and I are thinking Christmas. Everybody else isn't. But I like to keep an up-to-date list on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
There are also many places doing special events.
Yeah, and let's talk about some of the special events, because Rochelle Chamber has one coming up I know of. I might swing by for that one. It's the annual Quartermania, and that is going to be a hoot.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, Quartermania, if you're not familiar with, it's involves paddles and bidding for only 25 cents, and your name could be, or your paddle number could be drawn, and you could buy the item for just a handful of quarters, and there'll be a bunch of great vendors there. And, of course, the proceeds are going to all benefit Toys for Tots. This is going to be at the flight deck coming up, and that's going to be in, as I look at my calendar here,
November 15th.
You know the date off the top of your head because you're ready to go, aren't you? You can also bring toys to that event, right?
Yes, you sure can.
And I believe you get a paddle, if I understand correctly, for your toy donation. Again, new unwrapped toys. Ogle County, don't disappoint me.
And, really going back to that new unwrapped, it is a safety concern.
Absolutely.
We can't verify safety if it's not new.
And also, you don't want inappropriate things in random packages. Just you don't want to give a wrong age. You don't want to give the GI Joe to the kid that really wants Polly Pocket. I'm really showing my age because kids these days want neither one of those. By the way, if you are shopping for toys for tots, avoid GI Joe and Polly Pocket. Folks from Hasbro will be calling me on the phone in a second. Heather Tinsman here with Toys for Tots. You guys have a brand new website and, of course, your Facebook page. You said, of course, check out the Facebook page. That brand new website, though, has a couple of different information resources and things you can sign up for, right?
Correct. You can sign up for your toys, your application for your toys. And you can also, there is a spot you can volunteer, sign up to volunteer. You can also, we also help other nonprofits with fulfilling toy requests. So,
and that website once again is
ogle-il.toysfortots.org.
Type that in once and bookmark it. It'll be a lot easier. You mentioned before corporate or business partners that gather toys. Who are some of the notable ones that help out in Ogle County that are giving you guys a great head start?
I mean, there are so many to mention. We have Constellation always does a workplace campaign and gets us an amazing amount. Jeff Perry in Rochelle, if you buy a car October or November, they set money aside and go and use that money to shop. The Rochelle Vet is hosting Pet Picks with Santa on December 6th.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, it is. It is the cutest. It is the cutest. We also have a Jeep run in Mount Morris, December 6th to benefit Toys for Tots. Rochelle Foods does a drive. Americold.
Yeah. And it's just great to hear that all of these places just get together their employees and just start helping out Toys for Tots. Again, over 900 families last year. I think it's safe to assume you'll be looking at the same numbers this year, if not more. You know?
I would agree. And each year I get concerned at this point, like, oh gosh, things are getting tighter for people. How are we going to do this? And the community just shows up bigger and better every year.
And Toys for Tots is a nationwide event. Is it all managed locally? How is the breakdown work for Toys for Tots? How is it structured nationally?
So each there are region managers.
Yeah.
And so for our region, I have one point of contact that I work with, and she covers multiple states and everything. But everything locally I handle, and then she is my contact in Virginia for things that I need more supplies or anything. And that's,
If somebody wants to get their workplace involved with Toys for Tots, or maybe they have an event they already do, but they want to make it more of a fundraising thing for a local event going into the holiday season, how does somebody get a hold of you and get maybe Toys for Tots involved in again, raising some much needed funds or gathering toys for this upcoming Christmas season?
The best way is probably just to call me. My number is 815-262-7609, and I'm happy to help get things moving.
Heather, it's a pleasure talking to you. I will want to talk to you again right before Christmas, or at least right before December, I suppose, see where we're at toy-wise. I will not be disturbing you on December 13th, because that sounds like that might be a very busy time for you.
You know, surprisingly, December 13th is kind of a low-key day because we've got it.
Everything's ready to go.
My team is amazing. They are amazing.
And do you want to give some shout-outs and thanks to your great team?
I mean, I couldn't do it without Christy, Stephanie, and Ginger.
And they are the ones that make Toys for Tots happen. Again, that website one more time real quick.
ogle-il.toysfortots.org.
October, it's underway. Toys for Tots. Heather, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, and thank you for your continued support.
Thank you for listening to this week's In the Know. The program returns next week at this time with another great conversation with someone from your community.